all the way across the street. You can really pick your color of brick in the parking lot we're standing in. The red brick building next to it, there's red bricks over here. The building across the street from it that has gray bricks, there's gray bricks over here. Devastation. I don't know how no one is hurt. As far as we've heard, there is not a scratch on anyone this morning here in Sunbright. And this is really a close-knit community, a town of just north of 500 people. So you have to imagine that everyone has come together to get the rebuilding effort underway. When that tornado hit at around 5:30 yesterday in the afternoon, I mean, the cleanup really already started yesterday once that storm moved through. All the debris pushed off onto the side to get Highway 27 back open. Some of the auxiliary routes off of Highway 27 really seeing some trees down. That's one of the things the emergency management director said was he was shocked at how many trees were down here in Sunbright in that cleanup effort to get everything back open. We've heard cars kind of coming down these back roads, running over those trees. That's one thing you might need to look out for this morning on that morning commute. If you do live in Morgan County, Fentress County, up on the plateau, where we saw a lot of these heavier storms move through yesterday afternoon, just those back roads that they haven't been able to get to and clear is going to be your big issue this morning. We passed Wartburg High School on the way here. That's where they set up the emergency shelter. Couldn't see anyone even at the high school, which I guess is good news in terms of 5 homes damaged, but hopefully those people had somewhere to go if they weren't able to stay in their homes overnight. But once the sun comes up, we're going to get a better idea of what's going on. We've seen a lot of utility companies move through the area so far this morning. We're going to follow them as they continue that cleanup effort to get power back on, at least to start that restoring process here in Morgan County. So we'll follow up on that, bring you the latest here all morning long. Whitney and Kristen, back to you.
Harry, thank you so much. Our hearts are with Morgan County, especially as the sun starts to come up once again over that damage there. Our team coverage continues with our Evan Lasik also up in Sunbright. We want to get out to him where that tornado ripped through.
Yeah, crews are working to get the roads cleared from downed trees, especially those back roads, as Harry was saying, and that other debris from the storm. Evan Lasik joining us now, where the National Weather Service says a radar-confirmed tornado did touch down yesterday.
Yeah, right along the Morgan County Highway, you're driving in and you can start to see where it really started to affect a lot of these buildings. And we've been looking around all morning and you can really see for a lot of these businesses, they're very much damaged. We saw a tobacco store earlier, all boarded up, roof tearing off, and you're looking at a gas station behind me, or what is left of a gas station behind me. A lot of those buildings as well. You can see the bricks. This is people's way of life. This is people's way of making money and having and being able to survive. So right now, with these businesses destroyed the way they are and not being able to run, it's going to hurt a lot of people. So the storm is going to continue affecting people even after it is all cleaned up. And speaking of cleanup, you can really tell. So people are, if you're seeing the cars, people are still driving on Morgan County Highway. There are some businesses open. There's a gas station right down the road that people are parking at. But for a lot of these places, they're not going to be up and running anytime soon. You can see all the bricks. You can see all the destruction, the scaffolding falling down. That gas station right there, that is slowly starting to collapse right there. You can kind of see everything starting to fall off the side. So it's really scary. And luckily, thankfully, nobody was hurt. That is amazing to see right now. When you see all of this damage, you think of that. But it is amazing that nobody was hurt in this. And it is, truthfully, it's going to be a little bit while until all of this damage is going to be fixed.
Evan, really just a miracle everybody's okay this morning. Just speaking from personal experience, I grew up about 15 minutes from here and don't even recognize that section of 27. So really just a miracle this morning that everybody is okay.
Evan, thanks. And that same storm,
Lexington did suffer significant damage this morning with trees down, roads blocked, traffic signals out.
parts of Kentucky are reeling after suffering significant damage from that same storm system that hit us here in East Tennessee.
Now, the National Weather Service reports a tornado struck west of Lexington. Governor Andy Beshear there in Kentucky has declared a state of emergency for the Commonwealth.
Dramatic cell phone video shows a student being knocked over by high winds Tuesday in Lexington, Kentucky. That University of Kentucky student who recorded the video said the student who was blown over didn't appear to have serious injuries. The school closed its campus and canceled classes as that severe weather ripped through Lexington and other parts of the Commonwealth.
It's 7:07 this morning. Let's get a look at that first alert traffic. Taking a live look there at I-75 at Merchants Drive, where we're starting to see some of that ramp traffic.